Hello everybody, welcome back to Monday. Hope you're all well and had a lovely weekend. Welcome back to our Reach Assembly. I know I promised lots of you that we were going to get the school councillors announced early this week. I'm afraid they're not ready today, however, they will be with you very, very soon. They're still being counted and sorted. So we're going to start this morning with our Welsh phrase of the week. There it is, and let's listen to the lovely Mrs. Wood.
Sefyll wrth y drws, os gwelwch yn dda.
Thank you, Mrs. Wood. Let's listen to that again.
Sefyll wrth y drws, os gwelwch yn dda.
Fabulous. Okay. Moving on to the next part of our assembly. So we're going to be carrying on with our nurturing principles this week and for the next few weeks. We already covered last week's, the first one. We talked about learning and how it's understood in a developmental way to support you. And this week we'll be thinking a lot about the second principle around there, which is the classroom offers a safe base. Okay, so that just means we all have a very safe place to be. We all have a safe place to be at St Andrews. I quite like this one. I think it spreads across a lot of the things that we do, and it particularly links with our rules that we're thinking about when we're starting at the beginning of the year. So it's quite relevant for us now and right through the year. It's really important for us all to feel safe, because when we feel safe in our environments, in our rooms, we can talk quite openly about the feelings we have and talk about being upset. We know that when we're in our school that we're not going to be hurt in any way, and it does help us to feel nice and calm if we know that there's not going to be lots of changes, and that can make us feel safe as well. Okay. So in school, there's lots of ways that we help you to feel safe, and lots of the adults, well, all of the adults are here for that main reason, is to make you feel safe, and then obviously to teach you. So let's have a think about some of the ways that we keep you safe. So as I've already mentioned, our rules and our consequences that are followed by everyone at school, and we've talked lots about those. I know Miss Atherton did an assembly, and you will have been focusing on your rules in the classroom, the rules on the playground, and the rules in the canteens and at lunch times. And that is just about keeping you safe, okay? And it's also about keeping you happy, but you're also only happy when you're safe. And we know which rewards we get when we're doing things the right way, and we also know what happens if we make the wrong choice. Our teachers are always going to make sure that they use really positive words when they're speaking to us, and as we also have to use our positive words when we're talking to others as well, because that will help them to feel safe. It'll help your friends to feel safe. And also with teachers, they will say and do the same things each day, so everybody knows what to expect. This is called consistency, which is quite a tricky word, but what you'll see is your teachers giving you those consistent messages and letting you know what will happen next in your day, and what will happen if you make the right choices and what will happen if you make the wrong choices. Every classroom has a routine, and this generally stays the same every day, and it does help us to know what happens next. And all classrooms have a visual timetable just to remind us of what's coming, so that we know what to expect in our days. And also on the bigger site, all of the main gates of the school are locked, and visitors have to press the buzzer to be let in through the office, so that nobody can come into our school if they're not a visitor, other than obviously school staff. So school staff have their own badges, but what we have at the main offices is are sticky labels with visitor on them. So if you see a visitor that you don't recognise around the school that hasn't got a visitor's badge on, then you are quite entitled to ask them wear their visitors badges, because everybody should have a visitors badge so we know they've signed in through the office and that they're safe to be there. So some of us, if we're feeling a little bit sad and upset, and that does happen and that's okay, but it's always what we do with those feelings when we have them, and we'll talk a lot more about that as we go through our REACH curriculum. But in every room, in every classroom in our school, there is a safe and quiet place in the classroom where we can go. If it's not there yet and hasn't quite been established, this might be something you might want to talk through with your teacher about over the next couple of days, and think about what you can do and what you can have in that corner to help you to feel nice and calm and to help you to think about the way you're feeling, and to help you to go back to a place where you can go back into access learning. So that's just something for you to think about this next week. So here's your tasks. Have a think about the things that make you feel safe as a class. Decide where your safe place is in the classroom. As I said, it could already be there, or it may be somewhere you want to develop a bit more. And is there anything that you particularly think would be helpful in this area? Have a talk with your teachers and have a think together about how you want that to look. I look forward to seeing these areas when I'm popping into classrooms next week. Okay, that's the end of our assembly for today. I'd like to say the school prayer together, please. Diolch I ti am I byd. Diolch am ein ffrindiau I gyd. Amen. I hope you all have a happy and safe week, and we'll catch up with you really soon. I'm going to leave you now with our song, and I'll speak to you very soon. Dabach chi blant.